Folks, after this short introduction on uniface tool manufacturing, I'm going to run the video I entitled Oldest Lithic Technology Known. In that short video, I explain how stone tools were made with the uniface stone splitting method, and I use a potato. But I want to put this in front of that video. These are cores. The cortex have been sliced off and made into tools and all that. They get down to a certain area when I think the rest of the tools, most of the rest of the tools, are made in a hard stone blade method. These are slices that comes from the side of those guys. They make all kinds of little things, really neat little knives. And they're usually on a triangular shape because when splitting cores, if they take it right on the edge or whatever. But these are an example of the, this one's really cool. This little slice has a little protrusion out there like that. And it's held like that. And it's definitely a little engraver. Really cool. I've got several engravers. I'm going to put them all together and show you. But that's what those are. Now, these in the front, they're often referred to as turtles. And when you see the video coming up about how the potato, the rock was set up to do that splitting straight down, this is like the little cap of the stone. They slice this off, and they go down through here and start slicing the stone up. And these little, I will go along with turtles. It's kind of cool. They call them turtles. They can be turned into cutting tools, mostly cutting tools. There may be a abrasion tool here and there, but mostly they're cutting tools, and they're sharp enough to use usually when they break off, but they can take those little turtles and then nap them around like that. Now there's pretty much sharp edges all the way around that tool, so it can be held. Cutting tool. That's okay. Okay. Let me stop for a minute and I'll move this front 2 rows because I got some stuff to talk about the cores. The core, when it's turned up with a small end down, which seems to be the way that they would split the blade off from the side from that angle. Well, it kind of looks like a tooth. It's sort of, I mean, it's, they all sort of look like, they don't all come down that sharp, but that's kind of what a core looks like that's been used up. I don't know if it's been used up. It looks like it could have more stuff taken off from it, but for some reason they put an elephant right there. And this is speculation, of course, but had a person did a really, really good job from start to finish on this stone, and this was the last from the center giant platter or whatever, it could be considered a heart stone. I can't get off on that much right now and talk about it, but I think a video coming up is I'm going to line up all my awesome heart stones, and there's some really neat carvings on them. But basically, it's the last part of the stone splitting process is to end up with a core. And then from that, and also it looks kind of soft. Maybe they just, well, that's why they quit. Because it wasn't nice heart, hard stone for blades or nothing. So it's probably, could be a little anvil for different things or something. I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, that's a spent core. That's cool. But I don't think some of these others are spent. This thing is just, looks like it has some nice stone left in there to carve off from it. And why they would put carvings in it and animals or people or whatever. I think they just carved on stone because they just knew how to do it. Big deal. Take a break. Let's carve an elephant and a horse on that, you know? Anyway, again, that's a smaller N, and it looks like, it was sliced off this way. Now, of course, this stone had something up here, too. As all of them do, right up there. Now, this stone I got to get back to in a minute. Stay right there. Anyway, on these larger stones, you can see how long that piece was that broke off individually. Looks like one big break. Well, that's what these are. They break these big old chunks off from them, and then they can work that down further into tools. And depending on how they split it up, whatever, I don't know yet. I'm getting more and more information together, but that's a slice of a larger stone. It's almost what you'd call a complete platter in a way. If they follow the norm, they would set it up right here and take a break off here and here, because all the others look like, for some reason, taking these two wedges off sets the whole stone up for the tools that they're after. Ain't you cool? I just don't think, just because they got these awesome images in them here and there, that they were through. I think I don't know what to think. But here's another slice of really nice hard stone. And you can look along the edge and see where they prepared for the split. The pounding and then sanding. And then they got this. It's like tool material. It's all sanded off. There's no sharp edges. It's just preparation for later tools or something. You can even see a little of the really old patina from the... But even... Anyway, this slice, nice little slice of stone, was mostly Cortex. But I guess when they sliced it off there, they found that really incredible print of a fossil. And this thing is just coated with color. Orange. That's, mixing the red ochre with white and some... Anyway, and this is just rough enough to wear your crayon down, to make the color. And the little pore spouts right here. But that's just a slice of stone that they utilized. Here's another slice that came off looking like that. And I do not know whether someone would consider that they could slice more tools off from it. But as you see on this edge, the preparation for the splitting on that edge too. And this one, I'm pretty sure, I thought I saw some images in there a while ago. But another thing about these cores, now this is, I see that on many, this is kind of like the basic core, but they split it right in half. They just split it in half. And you can even see how they prepared to split it. So that's must have had a reason. Maybe because there was, well, I don't know. But what is cool, it kind of turned it into a color cup, and it's just smooth as a button in there. So it's been used as a color cup. You can even see residue coming out of that little, I mean, it's a color cup from that. These, well, they've always got a flat bottom because they've been broke off another one. What am I shooting for here? It is, well, anyway, we'll use that for an example. That's kind of a big example. But it already has this sliced off right here. Okay, one side. Just take a slice off the other side, and you end up with that, which is a cleaver. I mean, that's a good cleaver. A bit dull, but that's what it was. And that's stuff in there. There's a sharp edge right there. Yeah, really. You can flip it right to there, and you have that sharp edge straight down. What's the other way? Nothing. So you got two positions. Straight down and that one. And I'm pretty sure that's... Nope, not sure, nothing. But anyway, that's a pretty easy method of making a cleaver. I mean, after you've carved off a bunch of the stone and you've used it and stuff, and right there is partially where, well, that's too big, but, you know, a slice of stone is taken off there, which you end up with all these little turtle tools. I want to show you this one, though. This one's a really nice one here. And this, I forgot what the word was. Oh, core that they sliced a bunch of stuff off from. It turns into something awesome. This is the one I've been showing it off and on the last couple of years. It's a cave bear. And it's got a thunderbird right there. And it's got a, yeah, right here. This is wild. Imagine this is the head of the bird. There's the eye, and there's the other eye. And its right wing comes all the way down here and back up to here. Its tail goes back that way in the white. Now, you can see where this has been flaked off. This was purposely made. The other wing goes right across there and like that. And it comes here. There's a bird right there in flight, right there. Wing there, wing there. Now, there's also a bird right there. And like I said, there's a thunderbird right there. I'm assuming there's 3 thunderbirds on this tool. And it's got a bunch of other stuff too. It does. But anyway, it's a cave bear. Short-faced cave bear. I better stop for now. Bye for now. I gotta show you a couple more things I forgot to show you. And that video with me splitting up the potato, it's entitled Oldest Lithic Technology Known. I've already made it. If you want to, you can go see it. I made it last year. Okay, but the 2 things I want to show you real quick is that there is just like a full-bodied little elephant right there. If you look at it at the right angle, here's his trunk. And you can look at different angles and you see all different kinds of stuff. But it's this stone right here. This one is, I think it's so cool that I have one that looks this way. That's in process. That's the chipping and sanding and stuff to prepare this piece of stone right here to be knocked away. It looks like this softer cortex here was hammered out of it, and they're still working on it, getting ready to split this off. Isn't that cool to have one that is in process?